In light of International Women's Day, we remember a quote by China's former chairman Mao. Women hold up half the sky, but that's not the way things are looking right now for the Chinese housing market, despite his quote. A recent survey of home buyers in first-tier cities shows under a third of women are registered homeowners. 80% of Chinese men either own or co-own a home. CCTV's Grace Brown reports this is making it difficult for women to gain property rights.
3 years ago, Miss Wang, whose name we have changed, was a bride beginning a new life with her husband. Now she could be forced to leave their home.
Before we married, my husband paid the initial down payment on our property. We paid the monthly mortgage together. I paid for caring for our baby and parents, along with daily necessities. But my name is not on the certificate. After we married, I asked him once if he could add my name too, since we're paying for it together. But he didn't. Now he's divorcing me. Under the new law, the house belongs to him, since it was bought before our marriage and remains only in his name. I may have no right to live there and have to rent a place with our child soon. I must work hard and try to make achievements in my job.
According to China's marriage law, both husband and wife have equal rights in the possession and management of family property. But China's real property law says the right in real property shall only take effect upon registration. And in 2011, the Supreme Court upheld the property law that marital real estate belongs to the person whose name is on the deed. Law professor Xu Hui says co-ownership no longer exists in China unless both parties have registered.
It just only decide the ownership by the registration, but have no concern of the wife's contribution to the family, even if they pay monthly mortgage together, even if the wife has do the housework. But all this means nothing when they get divorced.
In China, it is tradition that the husband's family provides the home, while the wife's family furnishes it. To avoid being seen as pushy, many women don't ask for their name on the property, even if they contributed financially to it. The wealth accumulated from China's residential real estate was worth more than $30 trillion in 2013, and it's mostly owned by men. According to a recent survey, 70% of Chinese women have helped purchase a property, but just 30% have their names on the deed. That leaves millions of women with no property rights. While Miss Wang can reclaim her mortgage payments, her loss will be hard to recover.
He bought this house for 700,000 yuan. Now it's worth 3 million. Perhaps I could have afforded it when we got married, but not anymore.
Co-ownership may even lean in disfavor of women. Professor Xu warns the marriage law, along with recent cases across China, suggest co-ownership applies to any debts against a property.
For the legal interpretation stipulates very clearly that if the husband used the family property as mortgage, the wife or the husband and the wife should pay for the debts.
With equal liabilities, but not always equal rights, Chinese women are losing out on potentially the biggest real estate boom in history. Grace Brown, CCTV, Beijing.